Hey y'all, so this video is long overdue. FYI, it is 23 minutes and I left all the ums and all my imperfections in this video just to show you that you don't have to be perfect to be a YouTuber. Stay tuned. Hello YouTube community, this is the video that I promised you guys. We are going to get right into it and talk about how YouTube is changing, not necessarily for the worse, but there are going to be some changes that will make, you know, the average person coming into YouTube, you're gonna have to really come hard and come correct. So YouTube is changing your threshold in which you are actually able to monetize your videos, which means make money from your videos from advertisers using the AdSense platform. So before, the threshold was you either had to have, I believe, 1,000 subscribers or 10,000 views. Now they're changing it to 4,000 watch time hours, and you have to have that 1,000 subscriber count, which makes it a little bit more harder for you to get your videos monetized. This change happened because they're trying to weed out the spammers and the people that are putting up these, you know, videos that are like clickbait videos, and then you watch them and there's something that you should not be watching. Okay, so they're trying to weed that out and really monitor YouTube creators and who's coming on to really give decent and beneficial content. So it's actually for our good. Yes, a lot of people that have been on YouTube that are, you know, we're just starting to actually hit that subscriber count, it kind of discouraged them, but I am here to really encourage you. YouTube, you have to look at it as from a perspective of, I want to make money from YouTube, not on YouTube, because what you want to do is create a business. Okay, if you already have a brand, if you are a comedian or a stylist or, you know, an entrepreneur, and you want to get on YouTube to promote your brand, you do so with a perspective in mind that this is a platform that I can use to really market my brand. Now, is it beneficial to have that, you know, that AdSense check rolling in every month? Of course it is. But I don't want you to get so stuck on advertisement, you know, the money from advertisement, that you you know, you don't put out great content. It happened to me. I began to look at my money coming in, and I kind of became obsessed with how much money I was making, and I would put out content to make money instead of actually putting out content to benefit the subscribers. And what that does is it kind of you know, it weakens your passion for what, you know, for in which you came on YouTube to create. And I fell in love with just the community and actually sharing my passion and sharing my ideas and my talents with the YouTube world. And you know, you just don't want to get caught up into that, but you also want to make money and be profitable from your passion. So with that being said, there is more than one way to make money on YouTube. Having that AdSense come in every month is just one way. You can also make money by having sponsorships. So if you are a stylist like me, or somebody that's putting out do-it-yourself videos for hair, hair companies are going to begin to reach out to you and ask, hey, can you advertise my bundles or my wigs, and in exchange we'll give you the free hair. So when I first started out on YouTube, you know, that was I thought that was like a major come up, like, oh my God, these companies are reaching out to me. They want to, you know, send me free hair. And then as I grew in my subscriber count and also my viewership, I started to notice that, you know what, free hair is just really not going to cut it for me, because I am actually sending my subscribers to your website to buy all of this hair, and I'm not really benefiting from it. So now I have a fee for a video. I have a collaborating or collab video fee, and that fee is mandatory before I even, you know, put the video up. So what I do is I have the company sign a contract and they make a deposit, and there's different ways you can do it. I can charge, you know, a certain amount for one YouTube video, 3 social media posts, or 2 YouTube videos for social media posts, and whatever package in a sense they choose, then that's what we go forth, and they have to pay a deposit. It's no longer just giving me free hair. Okay, of course, when you're first starting out on YouTube, that is a way to get your name out there. And then if you are working with these companies that want to give you free hair, if they offer like what do you call it, commission, or like a marketing commission, they'll say if you sell our hair on your YouTube, and we'll put a link in the description box, you can get this percentage off of every bundle or every wig or every clip-in that you sell. Will give you 10%. So that is another form and another stream of income that is really, really huge. There's also market affiliation. If you do Amazon, or if you do FameBit, I believe it's called. And there's a couple other companies out there that if you list the products that you're using in the video, you can also make commission from that. There's also, once you get to a certain amount of subscribers, you can also offer paid videos. A lot of network companies are actually doing this. If you have kids, my kids watch Disney. So there's some Disney channel characters that actually have a playlist that they won't offer on the network, but they'll offer it on YouTube. But you have to go on and pay $1.99 for it. You can either download each video individually, or you can download the whole playlist. That's another way that you can make money using the YouTube platform. But you have to have a certain amount of subscribers, and I believe it's 1,000, before you can start offering paid videos. Okay, so I want to get into the questions that you guys asked on the community tab. There's a couple questions. Where do I start? So if you're a new YouTuber and you want to, you have this idea, or you don't have an idea, the best way to start is to find a niche, whatever. Find a niche, okay? You want to have a niche market. You want to find out, what is it that I love to do that I can offer to a community of people that like the same thing, okay? For me, starting out, it was short hair. So I started with my 27-piece video, and I found that there was a lot of subscribers that were coming that also had short hair. So I focused my YouTube channel around short haircuts. When you do that, that is how you create a community. That's how the subscribers come, because they know that, okay, I'm going to go to Asanta because she's always going to give me short hair videos. Okay, so if you're into finances, if you're into stand-up comedy, if you're into music, if you're into makeup, you find what you can pull out of that, out of that category, and niche it to fit you, and then to cater it around your passion and what you can offer. Another thing is, once you find your niche, you want to solve a problem. And see, when I first started out, I was just like, okay, short hair, I'm just going to give them short hair videos. And then even more so, when I started digging and researching, I'm like, you know what, short hair videos, but more focused on me doing my own hair, because a lot of people want to learn how to do their own hair. So that's when the do-it-yourself comes in. So I wasn't just doing short hair videos on my clients. I was doing very difficult hairstyles that, the average person wouldn't be able to do in their own hair on camera. For example, the 27-piece video. It's very hard to do a 27-piece on yourself, but that's what caught the eye of my subscribers, because they're like, how in the world is she doing a 27-piece on herself, cutting it, shaping it, cutting it, tapering it, doing all of that. And that's what drew those do-it-yourself people in, the single moms, or people that just want to save money, or even, stylists that are, just want to learn new techniques. So I started drawing from that community and those, those people. And then I took it even further to create my channel and center it around hair loss, and which is a huge epidemic amongst women, especially amongst women of color. That's, for the people that I serve. And I mean, amongst women, period, and then it's a silent epidemic. A lot of people are dealing with it and don't want to, expose their hair loss. And so that was solving a problem. You want to solve a problem. A lot of people come to YouTube looking for solutions. So you want to be a solutionist. You want to center your channel around creating solutions. If you're a makeup artist, you can do videos on, you know, how to do your makeup on a budget. You know, how to do your makeup for a certain, you know, work field, or, you know, things like that, or how to do makeup on dark skin, or how to do makeup on troubled skin if you have acne. You know, you're creating a channel and a niche market according to a problem that you're trying to solve, and that is a very, very good strategy. Okay, so the next question was, how can I revive an old channel? So here's one tip. If you have old videos, and they're still relevant to the times, what you can do is you can go back in and retitle your video so that they actually are trending again. So say you did a video maybe 5 years ago, and it was a crochet video. Maybe when crochets just came out, and you know, they didn't have all the crochet hair. They didn't have the crochet hair that they have now. We used to have to take the crochet hair and put it on a rod and then dip it in hot boiling water. You know, you remember that, right? So if you made a video, you know, that long ago, and you know, those hairstyles, or not hairstyles, but that hair brand wasn't out yet, what you can do is retitle your video. For example, how to curl crochet and get a curl, or how to crochet Curlkalon hair and get a curl using perm rods. You could now, you know, title that video according to whatever popular crochet technique or brand is out, so then it repopulates, you know, on YouTube, and it repopulates in the hashtag. And then go in and take popular hashtags, because hashtagging is what identifies and causes you to be searchable. So you want to go in and create all new hashtags according to what's trending right now in 2018. So then now, and then go in and like your own video, because then it repopulates in that feed for everybody else to see it. Okay, so lighting and equipment. Okay, so I want to say this first, because a lot of people get very discouraged. You don't need a full-on studio to start recording. Use what you have, you know, because then you'll never do it. If you don't have a full production studio, if you don't have an iPhone, if you don't have a Canon camera, then okay, I just can't do videos. Terrible mindset to have, because it'll stop you from even, you know, taking a step of faith and just doing it. So for me, I had an old little Android phone. Didn't even have, you know, a really good phone. Terrible quality. I took that phone and taped it to my mirror with duct tape. In my bathroom, I had my purple shower curtain for those that, you know, have been with me for the beginning. I had my purple shower curtain, and I taped my phone right to my mirror, and I recorded. It was terrible. Now that I look back, I'm like, oh my God, who was watching this? But I recorded, and at that time, it was the content that I was putting out there. People wanted to see this. So if you are starting out and you're new, of course, you know, if I'd known what I know now, back then, I would have, you know, gotten the equipment that I have now. But please don't allow, if you can't afford what I'm about to tell you to get, if you can't afford it, use your phone. Okay, just use your phone. Make sure that you're recording horizontally, because those bars, those black bars on the side, I'll tell you that is like a mark of an amateur. You do not want those black bars on the side. So record horizontally. So what I'm using right now, you can see I have two soft boxes right here. I don't have them on because I have natural lighting in my room right now. I have a backdrop, okay, which I have to give you guys the prices. My husband actually designed it and printed it, because that's what he does. Wasn't expensive at all. And then I have my camera now, but I usually record with my cell phone, and I have an iPhone 6. I record with that, and I have a ring light. Now my ring light cost me, I believe, over $200 for this particular ring light. They now offer like YouTube lighting equipment packages on Amazon, and then these soft boxes we actually bought secondhand from letgo.com. I believe my husband got it from letgo.com, and they were either $40 or $50 a piece. And then I also have an overhead light for when I'm doing my hair tutorials that shines a really nice light overhead. And I believe that one was $50 as well. You can get the soft boxes on Amazon under $60. You can get a ring light now for way cheaper than what I bought, but you want to have quality. Okay, you want to have quality. To start out, they even have the little ring lights now that go on your actual phone. If you cannot afford, you know, the bigger equipment, start there. Start with the little ring light that it attaches to your phone. I think it's like $15. Okay, and then work your way up. Of course, you want your videos to have quality, because if you're targeting a company, if you're targeting a brand, you want to look very clean and you want everything to look very professional. But on the flip side, you don't want to stop and not put out anything because you don't have everything perfect and in place. So start somewhere. Start somewhere. And I'll put all the answers to these questions and descriptions right in my description box for you guys. So for video editing, iMovie. I use iMovie. I use Vivavideo sometimes to do my intros. If you have an Android, Vivavideo is really good for intros. It's really good for editing. It's not as advanced as iMovie and what you can do in iMovie. And then there's also Final Cut Pro. I was using Final Cut Pro for a while, and Final Cut Pro is about like $400 unless, you know, you have some kind of, you know, way to get it, you know, for less. But Final Cut Pro is amazing. I do use iMovie because I am well versed in iMovie, and learning Final Cut Pro, it'll take me, you know, a while to really learn where everything is. So I stick to what I know. I stick to what I know because I have my hands in so many different things. But eventually I will be, you know, transferring over to Final Cut Pro and using it more often. So right now I use iMovie. For music, I usually use the YouTube creator library. I do that because I don't want to run into any kind of copywriting thing. I don't have time to like be looking and searching. What people don't know is that it takes twice as long to edit versus recording. So if I did a video and I'm recording for an hour, it's going to take me probably 2 hours to get it down to that limit where I know you guys are watching. You know, I pay attention to my analytics. I pay attention to my, you know, when you guys drop off and you're not watching anymore. So on average, you guys watch for like 5 minutes. Okay, so what that means is that I have to take an hour-long video and edit it and bring it all the way down to 5 minutes, and that takes a while. Okay, it takes a while. So when you see, you know, YouTube creators and they're speeding up something, or, you know, you're like, oh, well, you left out this, you left out that. A lot of times we're paying attention to our viewership, we're paying attention to our analytics behind the scenes. And I mean, if you're really, you know, invested in your channel, I pay attention to how long you guys are watching. And if there's an average, I'll try to stick to that because I want you to watch it all the way through. And then I also want you to share it. Okay, so yeah, so Android, Vivavideo. And if you guys, if you want to chime in, and, you know, I don't know too much about the Android editing because I don't use Android. I have an iPhone, so if you guys want to just chime in, you know, you can, and comment. And so let's see, how do you handle negative comments? I don't respond to negative comments. I mean, I have, because I had somebody just really say some off the wall stuff, but I don't. You don't want to feed anything. You know, you don't want to feed anything that's negative, because if you don't, it'll starve. Okay, just let it fall. People are going to troll. People are going to say mean things. You got to get a thick skin if you're going to do YouTube and keep it moving. Okay, people are behind the scenes. You don't know them. You can't see them. And even when somebody dislikes, we could never know who it is. So people get on here and grow muscles, and, you know, they troll and they say mean things. And, you know, they've even said really mean things on my son video, and I immediately delete it. You can actually go into your YouTube settings. I don't know the exact tab, but you can go into your YouTube settings and you can actually put in keyword ugly, or you know, words that, you know, these trolls would say, you can put them in there and then YouTube will detect it and it'll automatically delete that comment. Okay, I have blocked a few people. I've had an individual that every time I put up a video, this person would say something crazy. I mean, every time. And you guys probably didn't notice because I was deleting, and then I eventually blocked this person. So, you know, listen, my attitude is, did you watch the video? So I got a view. Okay, if you watched the whole video and then you still chose to say something, now I can take criticism. You know, not everybody is going to like my styles, not everybody's going to like my technique. So like I was saying, I do not feed into the negative comments on YouTube. There is a level of toleration. There's some things that I will not allow to be said. So, you know, most of the time I do delete. I block people. I have responded. I had a young man that came on and said something way left about weaves and black women, and you know, and he didn't understand that what I was doing, you know, was giving someone that does not have hair an option. So he was just way out of, you know, context. You know, you have to know what people stand for, and if you actually watch the video, you know, before you actually make these nasty comments, and you can, you know, you can have a level of understanding, and you can also have some empathy for the people that I'm servicing. But do not feed into negative comments. Let these people troll. If they give you a view, thank God. You're gonna have people that like your videos. You're gonna have people that dislike them, and you actually want both. You want both because it brings back this it creates a realistic expectation. You know, you have to know that there's going to be people that will not like your content. Okay, but focus on the ones that do, and that is your community of subscribers. That is your, and even your subscribers may say, you know what, Santa, I didn't really like that music, or you know, I like the hairstyle, but you know, your hair was, you know, kind of dry in the video. You want that constructive criticism, so don't be afraid to welcome that. But when it, you know, when it becomes left, don't feed into it because it'll keep growing. Okay, so listen, I want to disclose some information. I want to actually show you my dollar amount on YouTube that I make every month. Right now, YouTube pays about 3 of my bills solid. 3 of my bills on a consistent basis in my home, and I am so grateful to God that He allowed me to have this stream of income flowing in, and I want to share that with you. So I want you guys to go and follow me on Instagram, livepretty_PGP. Go ahead and follow me. I'm going to be posting an actual webinar on that very topic, and disclosing some more information and furthering this topic of discussion. So I want you guys to go ahead and follow me again at livepretty_PGP. I will be putting the date on there soon. It's going to be after Valentine's Day. I will be posting the registration for the webinar. So guys, please continue to do what it is that God has purposed you to do. I am so focused on vision this year and casting vision, and then also seeing it manifest. So step out on faith. You know, don't let perfection, don't let having all your ducks in a row stop you from just making that simple step to greatness. I love you guys, and as always, live life on purpose with purpose.